King Edward VI College, Centre number 20570, Drama Component 3, Performance of The Pillowman. My name's Noah, student number 4300, and I play Katurian.
My name is Frank Taylor, my candidate number is 5305. The play is called The Pillowman, and I play Michael.
We'll be alright, Michael. We'll be alright. We'll get out of here, but we've got to stick together.
Yeah! You know, my arse is really itchy today, man. But I don't know why. Have you got any of that powder left?
No, mate, you used all the light was going out of fashion.
I'm going to be here for a while, eh?
Yeah.
So I guess I'm going to have to sit here with an itchy arse then.
Yeah, but you could keep telling me about it to really keep my spirits up.
What? My arse? You can't ask keep your spirits up.
Depends on the arse.
Stupid. Well, anyway, it's really itchy, man. I try not to itch or anything because you're here, but it's really itchy. Maybe you can tell us a story, Cat. Take me mind off my...
Off your itchy arse.
My itchy arse, yeah.
What story do you want?
Do the little green pig story.
No, that one's just silly.
It's not just silly. Good. I was trying to remember it just now. Once upon a time.
I'll do a different one, I mean.
Do the Pillowman.
Why the Pillowman? Christ, that one's from a while ago, isn't it?
Yeah, it's from like a while ago, yeah. It's a start. Once upon a time.
Yeah, I know, I'm trying to think of how it actually starts.
Once upon a time.
Okay. Once upon a time, there was a man who did not look like normal men. He was about 9 feet tall, and he was made out of fluffy pink pillows. His arms were pillows, his legs were pillows, his body was a pillow, his fingers were little tiny pillows, even his head was a pillow, a big round pillow.
It's a circular pillow.
It's the same thing.
I prefer a circular pillow.
Okay, his head was a circular pillow. And on his head, he had 2 button eyes and a big smiley mouth, which was always smiling, so you could always see his teeth, which were also pillows. They were little white pillows.
Do your mouth smiley like Pillowman's mouth is?
Now, the Pillowman had to look like this. He had to look soft, and he had to look safe, because of his job. He had a very hard, a very sad job. So whenever a man or a lady had had a terrible and hard life, and they just wanted to end it all, when they were about to take their own life, whether they were about to do it by razor, or by bullet, or by gas, whenever
Or by jumping off something really big.
Yeah, whatever preferred, well, prefer's probably the wrong word. But whenever they're about to do it, Pillowman would appear, and he'd sit with them, and he'd hold them gently, and he'd say, hang on a minute. And time would slow strangely, and as time slowed, the Pillowman would go back in time to when that man or lady was just a little boy or girl, to when the life of hardship they were going to lead hadn't quite begun. And the Pillowman's job was very sad, because his job was to get that little boy or girl to kill themselves, and to avoid all the years of pain and heartache that would just end up in the same place, facing a shotgun, facing a lake, facing an oven. But you might say, I've never heard of a child killing themselves. Well, the Pillowman would always suggest that they do it in a way that looked like a tragic accident. He'd show them a bottle of pills that just like Sweeties. He'd show them the place in the river where the ice was too thin. He'd show them parked cars it's dangerous to dive in between. He'd show them the plastic bag with no air holes and exactly how to tighten it. Because mummies and daddies, they don't really want to know the truth. They find it easier to come to terms with a 5-year-old who's been lost in a tragic accident than a 5-year-old who's, well, they've seen how shit life is going to be and just taken action to avoid it. But not all the children would go with the Pillowman. There was one little girl, she was a happy little thing, but she just would not believe the Pillowman when he told her life could be so awful, and that it would be. So she sent him away, and he went away crying big loopy tears. Big loopy tears that made puddles this big. Next night, there was a knock at her door. So she shouted at the door, "Go away, Pillowman! I've told you I'm happy! I've always been happy, I'll always be happy!" But it wasn't the Pillowman. It was another man. And her mummy wasn't home. And every time her mummy wasn't home, this man would come to her bedroom. And soon, she became really sad. So when she sat in front of an oven, when she was 21, she said to the Pillowman, "Why didn't you try and convince me?" And the Pillowman said, "I did, but you were just too happy." And as she turned on the gas, as high as it would go, she said to the Pillowman, "But I've never been happy. I've never been happy."
Do you maybe skip to the end bit, please, Cat? This bit's a bit boring.
You know, Michael, that's really rude.
Sorry, Cat. Yeah. Could you maybe skip to the end bit, please?
Right, okay. When the Pillowman was successful in his work, a young child would die horrifically. When he was unsuccessful, a young child would grow up, have a shit life, and then die horrifically. So the Pillowman, he just went around crying all day long until his house was nothing but puddles. So he decided to do one last job. One last job, and that would be it. He took a little can of petrol, and he went to a place he remembered from a long time before.
I like this bit.
It's a weeping willow tree, and underneath were lots of little toys.
There were toys. Say what the toys were.
Okay, there was a toy dog, and a toy car, and a kaleidoscope.
And then there was a toy dog. Did it yap?
Did it what?
Did it yap?
Yeah. And in the distance was a little caravan. And he heard the door of the caravan open, and some little footsteps came out, and he heard the voice of a little boy. And he heard the voice say, "I'm just going out to play, Mum." And he heard the mum's voice.
Who said, "Well, make sure you're home for your tea, son."
That's right. And the boy said, "I will be, Mum." And the footsteps got closer, and the branches of the willow tree parted, and the Pillowman saw. It wasn't a little boy, it was a little pillow boy. And the Pillowman said, "Hello," to the pillow boy. And the pillow boy said, "Hello," to the Pillowman. And they sat. And they played with the toys.
With the toy car, the kaleidoscope, and the toy dog which yapped. But I bet mostly with the toy dog that yapped it.
And the Pillowman told the pillow boy all about his job, about the dead children. And the pillow boy, he understood instantly. See, he was such a happy little fella. All he ever wanted to do was help people. So he took the can of petrol, still smiling, and he poured it all over himself. And he said to the Pillowman, "Will you tell my mum I won't be home for my tea?" And the Pillowman said, "Yes, I will." And he was lying. So the pillow boy took a match, and the last thing the Pillowman saw as he gently started to fade away was the little mouth of the little pillow boy, still smiling as he melted away, sinking into nothingness. That was the last thing he saw. But the last thing he heard was something that the Pillowman hadn't even contemplated. The last thing he heard were the screams of the 100,000 children he'd helped commit suicide. The sound of them coming back to life and going on to lead their cold and wretched lives, leading to their inevitable suicide, which this time will be conducted entirely alone.
I don't really get the end bit, but so the Pillowman, he just faded away, huh?
He just faded away, yeah, like he never existed.
Into the air,
Into the air, into wherever.
into heaven.
No, into wherever.
I like the Pillowman. He's my favourite.
It's a bit downbeat. Is Richie also right there?
It wasn't until you reminded me. I just don't get it.
Yeah, what, the Pillowman?
No, I thought I did in it really well.
He didn't what really well?
Well, the box with the little boy's toes in it. I thought I did in it really well. I mean, at first I put them all under the socks and pants in my drawer, but then they started to smell, so I took them up to the attic, into the Christmas tree pot in the attic, because I knew we would only go in there once a year, and that would give them plenty of time to go mouldy. Were they mouldy when you saw them? They must have used them sniffer dogs. You know them sniffer dogs. Because, no way, I hid them brilliantly. Christmas tree pot, once a year.
You said you didn't touch those kids. You lied.
No, I didn't. I said that the torture man came in here and said he'd kill me unless I said I killed those kids. So I said I killed those kids, but that doesn't mean that I didn't kill those kids, because I did kill those kids.
But you swore to me on your life that you didn't kill those 3 kids.
Yeah. See, with a swear to me on your life you didn't kill those kids, I was kind of playing a trick on you. Sorry, Katorian. I know it was wrong, really, but it was very interesting. I mean, the little boy was just like you said he'd be. I mean, I chopped his toes off, and he barely even screamed at all, he just sat there looking at me. He was ever so surprised, I suppose you would be at that age. His name was Aaron, he had a funny little hat on, and he kept going on about his mum. God, he bled a lot. And then he stopped bleeding and he turned blue. Poor thing, I actually feel quite bad now. He seemed like quite a nice kid. Can I go home to my mummy now, please? The little girl was just a pain in the arse. Kept bawling her eyes out, she just would not eat the apple men, and I'd spent ages making them. You don't see how to get the razor blades inside of the thing, do you? No, I checked. So anyway, I had to force them down there. It only took 2, not being funny, but at least that shut her up. It's hard to get out your clothes, isn't it, blood? Victoria? You try washing your shirt tomorrow, you'll see. for you if you like. I'm getting quite good at it now.
What did you do it for?
What, you're mumbling?
What did you do it for?
Well, you know because you told me to.
Because I want.
Because you told me to.
I remember telling you to do your homework on time. I remember telling you to brush your teeth every night.
I do brush my teeth every
I
night.
don't remember telling you to take a bunch of little children and to butcher them.
Didn't butcher them. Butcher them would be more like this. Mine was more like this. Oh, and this. Butcher them. That's a bit harsh. And I wouldn't have done anything if you hadn't told me to, so don't you go act all innocent. I was just testing to see how far-fetched they were, because they always thought some of them were a bit far-fetched, but it turns out they ain't all that far-fetched.
How come you never acted out any of the nice ones?
Well, that's because you never wrote any nice
I wrote
ones.
plenty of nice ones.
Yeah, like 2.
No. I'll tell you why you never acted out any of the nice ones, shall I?
All right.
Because you are a sadistic, retarded, fucking pervert who enjoys killing little fucking kids. And even if every single story that I ever wrote was the sweetest thing imaginable, the outcome would still be the fucking same.
Well, we'll never know, will we? Because you never wrote any nice ones.